What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and of course, if you want to catch up on the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I got the whole series and playlist down there. We are back in the STARS office, because like a big dum-dum, I missed a file in here. So, facts from Kendo's gun shop, and right there is the famous Samurai Edge. That's the custom handgun made for STARS. To the boys of STARS, I have some good news for you from my brother Joe. He has finalized the new handgun for official use. It is the M92F STARS Special, but he calls it the Samurai Edge. It's the most balanced of the Kendo custom guns, Joe said. If you miss the target with this, you should carry a teething ring instead of a gun in your holster. It is a pretty looking weapon. The goods will be delivered along with their proper documentation. I'm sure you'll be surprised when you see what kind of excellent parts are used for the M92F. I know that you will want to thank the good people who developed it. Sincerely, Robert Kendo, Kendo Gun Shop. You've taken the facts from Kendo. Alright, now we're actually going to be going back to that place where we kited Nemesis in our second fight with him. Or sorry, the first fight with him. That's where we'll be heading back. We have a lockpick now, so we can get through that door. We'll be running by the place where we need the fire hose. Get some blue gems, and we'll be meeting a pretty iconic character. We'll probably get to our third Nemesis fight this episode too, I think. But we may or may not have some assistance for that one. Go down these steps. What's our inventory looking like? Yeah, that's fine. We have a heal just in case. Plenty of ammo. Open that on up. I think we should probably get to Raccoon City Press this episode as well. We're going to be heading to the restaurant right now. Hopefully we get good RNG and there's some gunpowders and goodies in there for us. Totally random, so it might not be the case. I might hang out in the RPD room here just until the music drops. I love the little piano kick that's going to happen here in a second. Come on, where's my drop? There it is. I love that part of the soundtrack for RPD. The piano hit goes hard. Alright, and you will see that Brad Vicker's body is now gone, which if you played the remakes, it kind of explains what happened there, huh? It's fun, because these games technically, RE3, I believe, happens at the exact same time as RE2 happens. While Jill is doing all this, that's while Leon and or Claire are doing their thing too. I believe that's all interconnected. You've used the lockpick. We'll get our first taste of using the eagle right here too. And pay attention to that window in the back right there. Pay attention to that. There he is. We have yet to meet that enemy, but we will be soon. Will you take the handgun bullets? Yes, of course. He is holding something. Mercenary's Diary. September 1st. Following 6 months of intensive training, my body's edge had returned. I was a good soldier, but they ordered my execution with no reason given. I was tortured and forced to give a false confession. But on the morning of my execution, a miracle happened. The company had helped me out, giving me a second lease on life. September 15th. I ended my vacation short and returned to the HQ office. It looks like my UBCS unit's been called into action. Umbrella maintains its own paramilitary unit to counter corporate terrorism and VIP abduction. In addition, they have nightmen who specialize in handling problems caused by illegal products. I'm currently a member of the latter. September 28th. Dawn's here, but we're still slogging through this nightmare. There are no provisions of any kind here. The undead walk the streets, feeding upon the flesh of the living. Given the choice again, I would rather have been executed. Death Row was a heavenly asylum compared to this place. I've chosen to pull the trigger myself, in the hope that my dead body won't come back to life. Taken Mercenary's Diary. Again, those diaries just do a great job building up the tone of this game, right? Setting the atmosphere, the stage. You have these hardened soldiers who've been tortured and executed, and they'd rather die than be fighting this. Now imagine being a civilian here. A fire hose is fixed with bolts, so we would need some kind of wrench or something for that. And right down here is going to be our first taste of blue herbs. Go ahead and take these. There are only a couple enemies in this game that can poison you, but you want to be prepared for that either way, right? Go ahead and suck those up. That's the crit shot I was talking about. You see how its head just immediately exploded right there? Those two gone. Somebody's having a meal in the back here. Bad puppy. And get up close, just barrel stuff them. There we go, he's down. And this is the soldier we just heard get destroyed. Will you take Gunpowder B? Absolutely. He was apparently bitten in the neck until he died. I think I observed that myself. Here we are in the parking garage. More doggos, of course. Take a lot of bullets sometimes. Yeah, that's like a whole mag, which is not preferred, but it is what it is. We can't get crits on everything, right? It's only a % chance. If only I could get a crit shot like every other bullet with this gun. That would make me quite happy. Here's the blue herbs. You can't take these, but throughout the game, there's these like spread around. Just in case you run out and you get poisoned, you can run back to them in the heat of the moment. And here we are in the next save room. Don't forget to grab your bullets here. More freebies. 84 total, which is very nice. Got more ink ribbons there. So let's do some management. We'll need these. Let's look at this. So we can do a BBA mix and make a ton of handgun ammo. Do we do that? We have 84 bullets. Here's the deal with that. I'll wait until we get to the next save room. We'll see how we do on bullets before we hit press. Because if I'm gonna need those anywhere, it'll be in the press. So we will save here since there's a Nemi fight upcoming. Go ahead and drop that on save 2. Sure you slot your ink ribbons back. We're still at 11, so we're doing fine. Like I said, you'll have plenty of heals if you follow this video. You'll never be short on heals. I can promise you that. We're gonna try and skirt around these boys. Try not to get nipped in the heels by that. Grab this map item. It's the downtown map. Yeah, look how big the map is here too in this game. The RE3 remake ended up being so tiny in comparison to this, I feel like. I mean, granted, the areas themselves aren't exactly gigantic, right? But there's like a sense of scale and size to this that you just don't get in the remake. And here's these assholes. They are Drain Deimos, I believe, and they can totally poison you. Not just one. Yeah, I should have maybe not fought him on the stairs right there. Sucked up a couple more bullets than I would have liked, but you see the dodge mechanic coming in really clutch there. Which is the other cool thing about the Eagle, actually. The Eagle itself, you end up kind of... It shoots so fast that if you just keep pressing it, his expression shows insane agony and pain. Yeah, it shoots so quick that if you just keep pressing it, you'll be fine. You'll dodge most of the enemy attacks anyways, because you're constantly hitting the dodge button to shoot. So if they happen to swipe while you're popping those shots, we'll be back for this later. You just keep popping those shots, you'll just dodge anyways. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm some just, like, skillful dodger in this game. I was just trying to shoot, but the Eagle shoots that fast, you'll end up doing that by accident a lot anyways. I wish my pistol do tap like that. Here we are in the restaurant. Now this is another case of RNG. Sometimes you can get, I think it's 2 or 3 gunpowder A's in this building. And other times you just don't. And we did not. It'll be right here on this table if you get the good RNG. But we did not. Nothing suspicious. Nothing suspicious. Oh, looks like that Billa store, though. I'd be kind of curious to see what they ate. There's a manual somewhere in here. Just make sure I click on everything. The phone line seems to be disconnected. City Guide. The tracks of our city. Dear citizens, thanks to kind and generous people of Umbrella Inc., this is a peaceful and friendly city. The vast donations from Umbrella Inc. have been used for welfare work, the construction of public utilities, and to help maintain public peace. In 1992, it was my 5th year as mayor of our beautiful city. It was then that through many donations and hard work, our city was able to rebuild the municipal building, create a state-of-the-art hospital. In the honor of these fine accomplishments, I was awarded with a grand statue that same year. The statue rests in the municipal building. I came to this city as an engineer more than 35 years ago. I made contributions to the electric systems and to the installation of the cable car. I pledge to follow the tradition of this fine city and will devote my life to its prosperity. The mayor of the city, Michael Warren. Taking the city guide. Yeah, Umbrella's sponsorship here didn't really... The lamp is lit. Didn't really end up meaning much for the people of Raccoon City, though, did it? Didn't exactly go well. This clearly looks like something you could read, but you can't. Don't stress out about not being able to grab that. It's locked with a simple lock. Will you use the lockpick? You've used the lockpick. Will you take the firehawk? Yes, indeed. Now don't be fooled by that. That's not what you need to free the fire hose. It being called firehook, I can see why you would assume that, but heavy looking cover. There's a hole to hook something onto. That would be your cue for this.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie.
Calm down, lady.
My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah. We came all the way out here to save you civilians, but the mission went bad the minute.
How's that going? Speaking of going bad. Alright, so you're going to get 2 choices here. The one that we are going to pick and that you want to pick, at least what I would recommend, is to hide inside the kitchen.
Over here!
We're going to give him a good old Chris Redfield action. Stars that.
Crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Hey, Carlos. All that ends well is well, you know? All's well that ends well, my friend. He's actually not dead here. He is going to get up in a second, but luckily we have Carlos here to help us out with this. We're going to kind of use Carlos as a bullet sponge here. Go ahead, Carlos. Now, Carlos can die here, and if he does, your game will end, so be careful with that. Oh no. You are supposed to aggro to Carlos, my friend. There we go, he's down. Yeah, Carlos's assault rifle does all kinds of damage to him, and we are sitting pretty at 37 shots for our handgun, so I probably will go make more. Yeah, I'll probably need to craft some more of those up here real soon. Now we can exit out of the back of the restaurant. And we should get another Carlos cutscene.
Wait. I have to ask you something.
I know. You want to ask me out? All the foxy ladies love my accent.
Okay, buddy.
Drives them crazy.
What? Keep dreaming. Tell me, why did Umbrella send your team in?
We're here to rescue the civilians.
Don't lie to me. Umbrella is the reason why this whole mess began.
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. Do you really think the master would tell his dogs why they have to retrieve the stick he just threw? If you want answers, you should talk to someone else. I am not with Umbrella. Believe it or not, we're only here to rescue the civilians. If you can trust me, then help us. Think about it.
I mean, he's not wrong, right? Why would, like, the top CEOs of Umbrella tell him anything, right? That's not their problem, not their prerogative. That's a need-to-know basis kind of situation, though. It's going to be our next save room, and of course there is some goodies here. We got the shotgun shells, which are fantastic. I think that's it. I don't think there is any ink ribbons in this one. We also have the crank rat though. That's the main item that's going to come in useful. So let's do some inventory management. We have the first aid box now, so instead of carrying my blue gems, I'll probably carry the first aid box. This is a really good... If you don't want to fight Nemesis every single time, after you get this first aid box, you can totally stop kicking his ass if you choose to. The next two loot drops are going to be shotgun parts, which is a pretty good shotgun, but you already have a shotgun, right? It shoots faster than the other shotgun. It's kind of like the Eagle, but the shotgun version of it. So, you don't need to continue to kick his ass after this. You can, but you don't need to. But I definitely would say that you probably need to do the first bunch of kills, right? We are gonna craft some handgun ammo here. I don't like how short we're getting on that. That'll be it for our B right now, but we just grabbed some shotgun ammo, so... And now if you want to craft a whole gang of pistol ammo, you do B, B, and then A. And then you combine that, and you get 60 handgun bullets. So now we're pretty much at 100, which is very cool. Grab this crank. The rusted crank. It's not a true Resident Evil title until you're doing a rusted crank run. We don't need the reload tool anymore. We'll need the ink ribbons to save up. Okay, let me quickly check my notes and figure out what we're doing next and where we're heading. Alrighty, so make sure you take out your blue gem for this next part. We are going to save up here, I think. Or actually, no, we're not. Feel free to save. You will have plenty of saves, and in fact, we're about to grab 3 more ink ribbons from Raccoon Press, but I don't feel like I need to save right there. I said I would try and do this with less. Now, heads up, on the outside of this, there's going to be some zombies spawn since Carlos left. Got the headshot on him. It's auto-aiming me to the guy down here for some reason, which is quite frustrating. Yeah, how about this? How about we just skirt that for now? Let's combine this. Give me my camera angle back. There we go, I'll take that. We'll just clear this. He is not bleeding yet, so... He's bleeding now. And then, of course, when I was talking about the RNG spawns of the zombies here, of course, we got like an entire armada of them. Are you bleeding? No, you're not. Yeah, man, it sounds like there's still more zombies down here. He's doing the Harlem Shake. I guess he's around the corner. There you are. Okay, there we go. Now our save room hallway is clear. Yeah, so there's a lot of zombies in those corridors sometimes. You might get lucky with your RNG there, and you literally might only have like 2 to fight. It's completely random. We just got a bad spawn. Okay, now come on over here. One of these boys is going to have some bullets for us. Beautiful. We'll replenish our stock right there that we just had to burn on the Armada. Here's that clock tower puzzle. Now if you've... Sorry, not the clock tower, the gem puzzle. If you've played the RE3 remake, you'll notice that they just stuck this in the subway randomly. But here, it's right outside City Hall. It seems that this is not enough to make the device work. Just check these bodies. They might not be anything, but I like to check. And here's Raccoon City Press. You got anything for me, buddy? He does not. Let's just go into the press office. Alright, so your ribbons are going to be in here. Grab that up. And then your first aid spray right here, don't forget that. When you use a first aid spray outside of this box, you can combine a new one to fill it back up. This carries 3 at a time, and you can just keep filling that up constantly as you get more and more. It's very nice. Push this down. Slowly but surely. Don't forget the photo on top of the phone box right there. So let me quickly explain what I'm trying to do here. There is a fun little, I guess, side achievement. If this game was made in a more modern time, it would be an achievement. To collect all of these files in order. And you'll know they're out of order because they show up in order. So if we didn't pick this photo up and then we picked up the files in Raccoon Press, this slot would be empty and then you've broken it. If you read every file in the game in order, like we have done so far, then you will get this to be replaced with Jill's diary. And you can kind of read her diary about the ongoings of the game when you're pretty close to the end. So we're going to try and do that. I make no promises because I might forget that I'm doing that and pick one up in the wrong moment. But Photo B. A close-up shot of a zombie. It says scoop on the backside. You've taken Photo B. I'll go ahead and climb up this. There's no power going to the switchboard. Will you turn on this power? Indeed. Climb on down, Jill. Jill Valentine was also my first ever video game crush. I don't know if anybody can relate here, but... Young me was a big fan of Jill Valentine. And even in the remake, I'm still a big fan of Jill Valentine. Her personality is pretty different. She's not as cute, I guess would be the correct way to phrase that. But I still like Jill in the remake, too. I think she'll probably always forever be my crush. Pretty big guy. You dead or you getting up? You're getting up. Get up on my account. Really? You done? Yeah, he's bleeding out. Okay. Combine that. No goodies out here, so to speak. There we go, he's dead. Alright, now there is one more. He bled out instantly. Perfect. Alright, now let me just quickly check my notes here. Make sure that I get the file order right. Okay, so we need to grab the photo first, which is right here. Photo C. The police have been destroyed. You've taken Photo C. We'll go to our files. Yep, I did get that correct. My notes are correct. I love it when that happens. And now we have Reporter's Memo. At last, I have found the evidence I need to prove that the cannibal disease is indeed happening in this city. One man actually ate people to death. He was like a savage animal tearing away at new flesh. It was completely disgusting. I've heard rumors that many people are also suffering from this disease now. However, the causes of the disease is not yet known. Is this another mystery of the present disease? I will have to check on it. They have placed Raccoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I have lost contact with the media outside of this city, but I won't give up. As a journalist, I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. I have a duty to the people and my profession. I don't think the disease has spread nationwide yet. I believe that this city holds the key to its creation and cure. In fact, I'm sure of it. The military has set up blockades around the city to keep people from escaping and spreading the disease. Most of the citizens have either died or have come in contact with the disease. I know that it is the right decision to quarantine the city, but I can't help but pity myself. If I am infected, or eaten, it doesn't matter. My fate is already sealed. All I have left is my journalism. I won't give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I have just discovered that the disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. Taking the reporter's memo, which of course the other means there is getting nommed on. I'll be getting chomped on. And, we got some gunpowders here. That's a beautiful thing. Go ahead and take those. We will take those gunpowders. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to combine those to grab what we actually came here for, which would be this green gem. Didn't have enough inventory space, thanks to me snagging up our ink ribbons. Will you take the green gem? Indeed. Okay, now we have the green gem. Alright, let's go back to my notes real fast, see where we're going next. Alrighty, so we are heading back to our save room. We need to get the crank and the power cable. We can also slot that green gem in now, finally, and we'll open the path to City Hall. And get out of here before this whole place burns down and explodes. I don't think Jill is fireproof, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe the cowboy boots. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Raccoon Press. We won't have another reason to come back here. Go ahead and open this. You could slot the gem in on your initial run back, but we gotta hit the save room anyways, because we need the power cable and the crank, so... I probably won't save here either, but you totally could if you feel like doing that. Like, if you're feeling a little stressed out, go ahead and save here. There's no shame in that. Wait till we get to the end of the game. You're gonna see me save every time we pass through a save room once I'm actually at the end. That's when I start stressing out. Alright, so we'll slot in our ribbons. We're at 14 now. Again, doing very, very good on that. Go ahead and put this. We got plenty of first aid sprays. So... I have 68 bullets. I'm feeling pretty good on pistol rounds right now. Green gem we're about to use. We need the crank, but that's going to be taken out of our inventory pretty quickly. And then we have that. I don't recall if we need the lockpick. I don't think we need this right now, so we'll go ahead and vault that in. Get as much space as possible if we come across goodies. I like to grab heals. Basically, the way I play this game, this like initial part of it, I'm just trying to get through this while using as little supplies as possible, because there's a lot of encounters late game where you might need to suck down 2-3 heals with a Nemesis fight. At least me, right? I'm not the best at tank controls, like I said, so there's a lot of moments in this game where I'll need to suck down multiple heals on an enemy encounter, so my objective here is to just stack up as much stuff as possible. We'd use the green gem though. Stack up as much resources as possible so I can just burn them and be as comfy as possible late game, because late game is where I start to stress the hell out, so... Late game is where I want my cushion. Here's the gas station, which you only briefly see. It does still explode in the remake, but you only get to briefly see it. That's why we don't use rusted tools, Jill. It's Back to the Future right there. That's a reference. Then we'll take that other door that we saw. And that'll take us to the cable car, which will be our next meeting with Carlos. And the OG himself, Mikhail, will be the rest of that Umbrella squad. Some fights along the way, so prepare yourself for that. And prepare yourself for the potential terrible RNG that you might get in this corridor. Okay, he's bleeding, that's fine. Combine that. I'm sure you're gonna get up, aren't you, Mr. Man? Get up on my account. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. And go ahead and reload. There's another serious case of condemning RNG here, potentially, so... Yeah, you totally might get smoked in this next section based on RNG. I hope you don't, but you might do, so... If you do, I'm sorry. If I do, well, fuck me, I guess. Let's see. Sometimes there's like 13 zombies here that require... I think I just killed everything there with that barrel. Let's see. Of course I will take the shotgun shells. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we did. We got the doggos. It was not zombies. Beautiful. Stop that. Go ahead and combine this back up again. First door right there to the train car is blocked up, so you gotta unlock that from the other side. And here we are. Mechanic's memo. I know that you're intimidated by your new job, Kevin, so let me tell you how to make sure that you and your trains get along just fine. You see, these carriages were made in 1968 and then imported from Europe. Sometimes they get rickety, but they still work because they are simple, stubborn, and strong. We can always depend on them. If they have had a bad day and are malfunctioning, you'll need to take a good look at their circuits for any trouble. Once you discover what's wrong, you'll be able to fix it easily. I'm sure that you'll be able to avoid those nasty little malfunctions if you check the parts every day. These old trains will surely have problems if you don't remember to check them out. Just remember that if you need to replace anything, you have to choose a suitable part. When I say suitable, I mean that even if you can't find another original part, you better find something that works good enough. Even with regard to oil, you must always prepare good quality oil for these trains. Never forget, Kevin, that a man may betray others, but a machine won't. You've taken the mechanic's memo. And if you look here, some of the parts seem to be out of order. You can see right there one of the blue jump cables is clearly messed up. The fuse is broken, we need mixed oil, and the power cable is messed up. Well, we can replace the power cable.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of STARS.
Stars? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
I would say it looks like it, Jill. I think that's an astute observation. It's Mikhail.
Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready. Fire. Fire. Stay together.
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
He actually was probably done the best in the remake. He got the best treatment. He has a really cool line in the in the remake where he tells Nemesis, "Get off my train, shitbird."
No. Don't come any closer. Stay away. So Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan. Sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
And Carlos the goat just gave us extra inventory slots. With that little shoulder harness now, we got 2 extra slots. Which is all kinds of good. Take the wrench, we'll be needing that. So our main objective now at this point is to fix the cable car so we can get moving on this. A well-maintained control room. Let me look at my notes quickly. Alright, so we've been going for a pretty long time. We should probably wrap this episode on up here in a second. So I think what I'll do, since next up is the gas station, because we got to get the first part for the fuel. But I think what I'll do here is we'll mosey on back to our save point. We'll do some inventory management, ready for the gas station, and then we will wrap the episode on up. That'll be the save point for you guys too, if you're following along. We made a lot of progress, so it's definitely time to drop a save, I suspect. I'm sure if it's anybody's first time, you're all feeling the stress of this. I'm pretty relaxed at this point in the game. It's, like I said earlier, it's the late game that starts to stress me out a little. Yeah. Eagle says no. Gunpowder B, of course we will take that. We're about ready for some BBA action. He's gonna get up, but it won't matter. We can just skirt by him. Alright, so if you wanted to go direct to the gas station, you would go this ways, but our save point is back this ways. And we might actually be about to meet the Brady bunch, so hold on a second. Indeed. Let them come down this hallway so I can see what I'm doing. I hear more. I always hate when this happens because I don't want to get grabbed by being impatient because of the camera angles. You dead or you getting back up, sir? Now he's dead, I see the blood. Alright, let's grab up some of these heals while we're here. We'll take those. We'll start combining these and free up some of our inventory space. So we'll do... turn you into a 2-stack. Turn you into a 2-stack. And then I'll probably keep the loose green herb. Combine it with a red, maybe. We will be back here for this room that just opened, but I want to take care of some other stuff first. The save room is directly across. Yeah, the reason why I took care of those guys so fast was because I really didn't want to deal with the constant militia when I came back here to save. Alright, and here we are in our save room. Nice little break for you guys to go get a snack, a drink, or stretch your legs. 21 shotgun shells, we're doing very good on that. Do we have... we have 1 gunpowder A, so when I find 1 more B, we have gunpowder AA there too. 33 handgun bullets. Okay, so we'll take you out, since the AAA is kind of just locked into making us handgun ammo at this point. Put you in. Take you out, and take you out. That can be my heal for the upcoming episode. Got 39 handgun bullets there. We'll make sure you're all leveled up and ready to go, and that will be where we save the game. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment on your way out if you're enjoying this retro playthrough / walkthrough, and I will see you soon with more Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.